What? Having a good time! Oh my god, what?
Hello everyone and welcome to Chatterbox Crew, a podcast where we're going to talk about whatever we want. My name is Nathaniel Next.
And I'm Maria.
I hope that everyone grabbed a drink and a snack and you guys are ready to chat. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below. Turn on the notification bell. We're posting YouTube videos. We're posting a podcast every week. We're posting TikTok short. We're posting YouTube shorts.
We're popping out content is the point, y'all.
So turn on that notification bell because I know...
You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it.
You don't. You really don't. We're up to so many things.
I know. Y'all don't even know.
Now that we're like YouTubers and everything, you can definitely see a lot more of us.
Yeah.
More of our personality. I mean, you definitely see it here, but
of course.
I feel like even more there.
Maria?
Yeah.
What's the question of the week?
My question of the week today is, what is the creepiest thing a guy has said to you? So, this happened to me today, actually.
Oh, today?
Y'all, yeah, this happened to me today. I mean, I don't know if it would be the creepiest one, but it's definitely, like, so creepy that it caught me off guard that I wanted to talk about it.
Oh, for sure.
So, I was at work, you know, doing my job, and I was on drive-thru, and I'm cutting the guy's change off, like how much I'm gonna give him back and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I don't know where he says, I remember you.
Oh.
Yeah, in this deep country accent, I remember you. And me, while I'm in the middle, kind of like, oh, yeah.
Excuse me?
And he's like, yeah, what's your name? And I don't know why I even told him my actual name. My name sign didn't even actually say my name. It said a different name. So I don't know why I just said Maria. Because I did end up telling my name. It's Maria. But he looked so creepy, Nathaniel. Just with the way he said it. I remember you last time. Just how do you start off card? That's the only thing he said to me.
The whole time? Oh, yeah.
Well, he says a little more afterwards. What's my name? Blah, blah, blah. And see you later. But still, it was like, that's like the first thing that started off,
I remember you.
Yeah, I remember you from last time. And it's just the way he said it, straight face. And he had those Jeffrey Dahmer glasses too. And it's gloomy. It was just so creepy. I'm telling you, it's just the way he looked at me with that straight face.
Yeah,
and him saying that.
Outside.
I was like, what is going on?
Know,
like,
what
men, please stop being weird. Like, that's not a way to start off a conversation. I remember you from last time.
I remember you from last time. Excuse me?
Yeah. It's definitely just how he said it. That was so, like, creepy to me.
I'm trying to think.
Like, am I about to get fucking stalked?
I know.
Like, that's why I also kind of regret telling him my actual name. With my name tag saying a different name, I was like, I should have just said that. But in the moment, I just said, like, oh, Maria.
I know. I tend to panic in those situations, too. When they ask for my name, I'm like, I don't... But that one time that corporate called and they asked for it, they asked for my name and I said... what they said, I think I was like, they said, can't speak to Nathaniel. I said, he's not here today. They said, who am I talking to? I said, my name's Justin.
They're like, who's Justin?
No, but I was so gagged because she goes, I don't see a Justin working there today. How, like, are you a bar partner? I went, no. No, she goes, how long have you worked there? 3 years. She goes, okay. And then I hung up the phone, and then the next day they were like, Nathaniel Corporate wants to talk to you. And I said, clocked.
Y'all outed me.
I know.
I lied yesterday and y'all outed me today.
Clocked. I was like, oh. And then I got on the phone, same woman. I was like,
did she say anything?
No. She didn't say anything, well, besides like what the corporate call was about. But she didn't say anything about the day before. But I was clocked. I felt gagged. I was like,
oh no.
But the creepiest thing a man has said to me, okay, well, you were there for this one. Me and Maria were in New York. I was scrolling around on the apps, scrolling around, see if I wanted to. I only hooked up. I didn't even hook up with anybody. I just we went.
This is from the first trip.
This is from the second trip.
Second trip?
Or
I thought the second trip you did hook up.
No. The third trip I hooked up with somebody.
We
hooked up with somebody. No. But
he wishes.
I think it was the third. Yeah, it was the third trip. We were walking along the pier, along the water, and I'm on the apps messaging, and this guy texts me, he goes, are you into roleplay? And I said...
I remember this!
I was like, well, it depends on the kind of roleplay, And he was like, I'm into, incest roleplay, and I said...
Wait.
What? And then, me being a little curious cat, I was, egging it. I will admit it. I was egging on a little bit. Because I was just, being curious.
No, I get that. Just, wanting to, dig in more. It's you're interested, so you dig in more. I totally get that.
He told me that he was like, we're pretty similar in age, so, we could be two brothers. And I said...
Brothers?
I said, huh? And he goes, or if you wanted, I can be the uncle. You can be, a nephew. And I said...
That's scary. No, that honestly is so scary. Listen, I get having your own fantasies, but some of these fantasies are, concerning. That's kind of concerning.
That's a little bit... And I get having your own fantasies, but being so open about it, especially, to,
fantasies like that where, one of them has to be young.
I'm like... It's a little weird. It's a little bit weird. But that's probably the craziest, one of the creepiest things Amanda said to me. What else? Honestly, I can't think of any other.
Right now I don't have right on the spot I don't have one. That's why I made that my question for today because it literally happened today, so it's so fresh in my mind. But I don't really have any other creepy things that I can think of right now. I'm sure there's something.
No, yeah, I already know there's something.
Not thinking about it right now.
I know last week, this isn't something creepy, but I know last week we were talking about horrible first dates, and I literally remembered one after you left, and I was like, oh my god,
a horrible first date?
And I was like, oh my god, I meant to tell that on the podcast, but I just didn't tell it. This guy lived in a state away, and so, but like, it was only one state, so I was like, okay, it's not too bad of a drive. It was like a 4-hour drive, so I was like, not too bad, you know. And so we meet up. Oh god, he was just the worst. He was just like the worst.
In what way?
His house was really stinky.
Ooh.
It had flies.
I feel like that, like when you're going to someone's house, I feel like really shows you also how they take care of themselves.
Yeah, and like he seemed so put together over the phone and like talking that when I walked in and his house was, first of all, you're having a first date over.
You think they'd clean up.
You would think that you would clean it. No, bitch. I walked in his bedroom. It was so nasty.
Oh no.
It was so nasty. And then the date was horrible. We went to like a grocery store to get groceries for him. We went to Walmart.
Grocery date.
I know, little grocery date. We went to Walmart. We went to a grocery store. We went to a coffee shop. He would not stop talking to the people in this coffee shop, and I was like,
did he know them? Like, was he a regular?
No, he didn't even know them.
Because he's just a chatterbox.
And then we walked in. And then we walked into like this like little pottery place that was really cute, and we.
Ooh, did you all make pottery?
No, we didn't. We didn't. He just wanted to go in there to talk to the owners about it, and I was just like,
really?
I did not want to be there. And then we left, and then we went back to his apartment, and we were not apartment. It was like a house, and we were sitting on the couch, and he was very obviously trying to get like
a little freaking nasty.
A little freak nasty, but like the way this house smelled, and the way that he smelled, bitch. Hold my hand. This bitch smelled like he hadn't put deodorant on. And, like, like,
oh no, that reminds me of something, but yes, keep going.
He smelled like he hadn't put deodorant on for his entire life. He stank. And so him, like, he kissed me, and after the first kiss, I kind of pushed him away. And I was like, I gotta go.
Oh my god, no, understandable.
I was like, I gotta go. He was like, you're not gonna spend the night? And I said, no.
Spend the night?
I went, no, I have work tomorrow. I did not work the next day. But
lie.
I was like, no, I've got work tomorrow morning. I was like, I don't want to go. He was like, well, what time do you go in? And I said,
6 a.m. I go in at 6 a.m. I gotta go.
I think I said something like 10 a.m. And he was like, you can just stay the night here and drive there in the morning. I said, no. First of all, how early do you want me to get up? A 4-hour drive? You want me to be there by 10
you didn't get. You were trying to get free nasty.
I know. And I was like, no, it's okay. I really have to go. And then he was like, he goes, I made inches. And I went, what?
He's like, this will like change it all. He's like, yeah.
I went, what? He was like, it's pretty big. Like, do you want to see before you go? And I said,
he's like, you're gonna change your mind right now.
I said, no.
Like, this is what you're saying.
I said, no, I gotta go. And then I left, and I never spoke to him again. Oh because it was so bad.
Thank God you never spoke to him again.
It was so bad. And then, like, he sent me, like, 97... That's a little bit dramatic, but he sent me a lot of Snapchats, and then he just blocked me.
I mean, it's like, how does someone expect you to, like, get freaking nasty or want to get freaking nasty?
When you smell like that.
When you smell bad, and then you're, like, house or where you're like doing it at is filthy.
I didn't even bring up one of the worst parts.
Well, now you gotta bring it up.
We went to Walmart and he got like a really like a lot like you know like at Walmart you know how like they sell like tubes of meat and they like have the different sizes.
Oh yeah.
He got like one of the really big sizes, right? And we get back to his house and he decides I'm really hungry, and so he just takes like a lot of the meat and just makes a huge patty and then plops it on the stove and and he goes, do you want some? And I said, I don't actually. He was talking about how he's so healthy and he needs all this protein and he's always eating protein bars. And I was like,
was he really muscular or no?
He was not. He wasn't like huge, but like he definitely was a little chunkier than
muscular.
Yeah, than muscular. And I was
like,
it just stank so bad. I will never give her the smell.
No, I get that. One time, I was also trying to get a little free nasty with this guy. Literally, this was like the only thing we were even planning to do. So we meet up. I go in his car. I couldn't do it anymore. I could not do it anymore. I tried to persevere too. You know, we start kissing, and then when it's time to actually do some stuff, I was like, no, I gotta go. I couldn't, because I was like, I can't do it. Like I can kiss you, but go down there when your car smells this nasty. I don't want to know how it smells down there. I don't want to know. So I said, I gotta go. And this is not the worst. Oh, this is the worst part. You know, he's like, is it me? And I'm like, no, because it was during a time when I still felt bad. So I was like, no, it's not you. Like, I just don't want to anymore. But he hugs me. And this hug lasts for so long. And I'm just there like... I'm telling you, it was during a time when I just felt bad. So I was just kind of like hugging him back. And I'm like, okay. And then there was a point where I did let go. But he wasn't letting go. Oh. So I went back in. Eventually he did let go. And I went home.
Oh my god. This one time, just bouncing stories back and back and back. But that reminded me, I was 16 maybe. Mm-hmm. And I went on a date with this guy who I had talked to for a while. And he picked me up after work, and we did, it was just like a little, like, we basically just, like, went window shopping. I love it. I kind of love dates like that.
You know, I've had dates like that, too, but I hate when they're, like, not saying, see, that date where I told you where, like, the guy didn't speak at all. This is one thing I forgot to mention. One thing he used to, like, say a lot, or would say a lot, even in text and in real life, was, for real. So whenever I could get a word out of him, it'd be something for real. For real. For real. Oh my god. And he was literally just my little shadow as we were like window shopping. Because I also don't mind dates like that. It's fun, you know?
No, yeah, I love window shopping.
And especially because, like, yes, you run into things, you know, something to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh my, I really love this. So we went to, where did we go? We went to Big Lots. Because I love Big Lots. And it was my...
there you go.
Yeah, it was my idea to go to Big Lots. So we go to Big Lots, we're walking around. I had told him about this time where I had done some freak nasty stuff at work in the bathrooms. And so we were walking around Big Lots. He goes, oh my god, look where we ended up. The bathroom. And I said...
Destiny.
I said, okay.
It's like, this is so weird.
So we went in there. I do a little... if you will. If you're nasty.
We got a little freaky nasty
I got a little
in the
freaky
bathroom.
deaky, if you will. There was a dead roach in the corner of the bathroom.
Nice.
So I do remember that.
Acid ambiance.
But, you know, after we got done... he stood up and he goes, will you take your shirt off? And I went, what? And so I took my shirt off and he took his off and then he just...
You see that skin to skin.
He just hugged me. That's literally what he said. He goes, I just love skin to skin contact. And he hugged me and the hug lasted so long. And I was so uncomfortable because I was just, we were just standing in a bathroom stall hugging with our shirts off. And I was like...
Imagining that scene in my head is so crazy.
Yeah, imagine living it. Imagine being a third person point of view. Imagine if someone
walks into the bathroom and through the crack they just see two men just...
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They're not even getting freaking nasty. They're just hugging.
I know. That's what got me. And then we left and we went to McDonald's and he was really rude though. I remember talking about
to the workers.
No.
To you?
To me.
What do you say?
I remember I was like, we went to McDonald's and he was like, I'm paying, and I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. And it was perfect season for a Shamrock Shake. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, all I want is a Shamrock Shake. Like that's all I want you to give me. He goes, those are disgusting. I'm not getting you that. And I said,
what? That's insane.
I said, okay, then I was like, no, I'm fine. I don't want anything. You really don't want anything? I'm already in the drive-thru. And I was like,
you literally said you don't want anything. I literally told you what I wanted, and you said no.
I told you I wanted a Shamrock Shake.
I hit my mouth. Cut a tape.
Cut the tapes. No, this has to stay in now. This has to stay.
Sorry, I wasn't gonna stick my whole tongue out in front of everyone and get the hair out. Now, whose hair was it?
It was. Oh my god, I never stopped recording. I just kept it.
Oh no, I know.
Speaking of hair and being nasty,
he looks at you.
I know.
Paw on your chest.
Thanks, baby. Speaking of this zucchini's in my lap. I don't know if you can see. I don't have my glasses on.
They can see a little bit of that.
His breath
stank
is the most rancid thing that I've ever. And me and him. Yeah, we're talking about it again. Yeah, we're talking about it. I was literally talking to him about it earlier because he was licking himself, and I said, "Zucchini, stop licking yourself on me. You stink." And I'm like, oh.
He's offended.
I hurt his feeling. This is no.
How much you want to bet he's gonna go eat his feelings away? What?
Wait.
Yeah. That's exactly what he does. Every time you talk shit about him, he goes and eats. He can't take this.
Me when I was believing.
Oh my god. Wait, I just remembered this. I remember this earlier today, but I wanted to talk about it because I think it's kind of funny.
Say it.
Okay, I am. You don't gotta
speak your truth.
I am. Okay, so I remembered how this happened in this was 11th grade. It was for my French class. We had a project.
Do you know French?
Dormir. Sleeps. It means to sleep.
La glace. I don't remember that's
The
ice
ice.
cream. Ice cream.
Oh, sorry. Anyway.
French class.
My French class project was me and these other two guys. We were a little group and we had to go make crepes.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided to meet up at this other guy's house. We were chill. It wasn't anything weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, we go to this one guy's house, you know. We're making crepes, you know, everything's going fine and dandy.
Having a good time.
One of the guys, he goes to the bathroom, so it's just me and the other guy, you know. Now I'm just making my own crepe. Because at first we made like one crepe just to like for the video, you know.
Yeah.
But now we're like all making our own crepes and it was my turn to make mine. So you know, I'm just making my crepe. Well, all of a fucking sudden I hear the guy that lives there, the guy's house. I hear his parents like praising him. Like, proud of you. Oh, you do such a good job, blah, blah, blah. You know, just praising him. And me, I got a little jealous. No, literally, I was like, all he did was make a fucking crepe. Like, I did one too. And I helped him make a crepe. I helped him make that fucking crepe.
I made that crepe.
No, literally, I was like, I fucking helped him. All he did was make a fucking... Like, I specifically remember that being one of my first thoughts was, all he did was make a fucking crepe. And they're here, like, praising him, telling him how proud of him he is. But at least one of the things I am, like, glad for is, how self-aware I was, at least during that time, that I was like, you know what? Because after having those thoughts, I did immediately was like, I only feel like this because I'm never praised like this. Like, I'm never getting that, like, I'm proud of you. Like, oh, you're doing such a great job, blah, blah.
I never get that either.
Yeah. But anyways, I was like, because I'm not used to that. Like, I never get that. And then I'm just, like, listening. I'm, like, kind of getting a little sad. I'm like, sounds so nice. The one part, guys, and again, the one part that also specifically got me that I'll never forget is when I was still looking over, the dad goes, proud of you, son. And I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, I ain't never had that either. I ain't never had that either.
No, it's like my family's like, they're not much of a praising. They'll tell you when you're doing wrong.
Oh.
When they think, they'll let you know real quick. But if you're doing good, cool. Or not even a word.
Or if you're doing good, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
No, literally.
But the moment in a life setting or you're just doing bad, the fuck were you thinking?
Eat the fucking
what
pizza,
the fuck is
bitch.
going on? No, yeah. Oh my god. That story is funny to me, but I'm telling you, during the time it was not funny. It's like with this story. It's like the time was not funny, but it's funny to me now.
No,
to like think about.
That story's a little funny now, but it is really sad still.
No, right? It's sad, but saying it's like funny because I'm telling you, the first thought being like, all he did was make a fucking crepe. It's so funny to me. But in the moment, I was like, actually, man, I was like, all he did was make a fucking crepe.
I'm proud of you.
Shut up.
You made a crepe, please.
No, but like,
please. Maybe I'm also being like a bitter Betty, but like.
No, I definitely was a bitter Betty.
It's a crepe.
I was definitely bitter.
It's a crepe.
No, literally, it was just a fucking crepe. But I'm telling you, they're just up in the corner, like telling how proud of him and everything. And I'm like,
oh look, the hugest bag.
Okay, don't insult him,
Do you-
Zuki. When does it end?
Do you think he remembers being praised like that for a crepe, or do you think he just gets praised so much that he's like
he's like used to it? I
Yeah.
mean, well, I'm trying to remember what his reaction was. I mean, he was smiling, you know. It wasn't he was like, oh, stop or anything. You know?
I hated when people like either I had to go to people's houses for a project or they had to come to mine. I remember, literally, it was the week that COVID, like no more school, but we didn't know yet, and my friend Lauren. We're not friends anymore. She's a cunt, actually.
Ooh.
This girl that I used
What's
to
the
know, she. Oh my god, there's so much tea behind her. It's like it goes on and on. But let me. Okay, she's just like a cunt. She's the reason why I started working at the server job that I started working at, and she was like, "It's so amazing." No, you're not gonna. I still remember she
hyped that place up.
Yeah, she hyped them. I remember she even told me because I was like, I don't know if I want to work there. It seems like I would get like.
You know,
people
hate crime.
Yeah, and she was like, "Don't even worry about that. No one there's like that. I swear."
Cause you telling every single story of like someone getting like called some sort of slur.
Lies. Oh my god, we had this. Oh my god. That's okay. This isn't part of the story. This is a little side story, but we had this one girl. She was a black girl that worked there. I don't know. I genuinely don't. She was treated so badly there by. No, usually it wasn't with the workers. Usually it was just the customers. But I was like,
I'm not surprised.
But I was like, damn. That's horrible.
It is.
That's especially
literally
seeing
just
it,
because it's just her skin. That's the only reason she's being treated that way.
Seeing it firsthand, I thought it was so crazy. Mm-hmm. But anyway, okay. Oh my god, are you jealous?
They all want you.
Are you jealous?
I'm used to it.
But anyway, she came over and it was for child development. We baked like a cake that looked like a brain.
Wow.
And we iced it, and it was a good time. But I just hated like that she had to come over and we had to do that. We had to film a video of it, and she was gonna show the whole class. She ended up not showing the whole class because there was no more class. Because literally, we baked it, we submitted the video, and then she was like, hey, and then like my school was like, hey guys, y'all aren't coming back anymore actually. And I was like,
to this for what?
I was like, no, literally.
She came to my house for what?
I was like, literally. But we were cool at the time. She was actually one of my really close friends for like maybe like a year, but then she turned into like a raging cunt and like horrible. Well,
What? Give us something.
well, okay, so what the story is, I became friends with her, and then she introduced me to this other girl who I just clicked with better.
Gotcha.
And listen, I know that that's such a stereotype where like
the trios, where
trio.
like the trios, like there's a trio, and then like two people like connect more than the others, and usually it's like the one that like gets introduced to the other one.
Exactly, and so me and this girl just clicked better, and so girl, her name was Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey. I don't know if she listens, but we don't have any bad blood. We just kind of drifted apart.
That happens.
We started hanging. I would literally like I would go to work, and then after work I would just go to her house like every single night that I worked. And so we just got closer.
Yeah, obviously.
And then she didn't like that we got closer, so
she got a little jealous.
She started bad talking me, and then I realized that she started bad talking me to my coworkers at work, and then I quit that job, got where I started working now. She also started working for the same company.
I know who you're talking about now, because I remember there was one person you were telling me that she was like really rude.
Yeah, she started working for the same company, and then she was working at a store that I worked at 2-3 times. I used to be forced to go over there because the manager was watching our store, but she started talking bad about me over there, and then I was hearing it from people that I work. I'm pretty sure she was calling me like a two-faced bitch, and that like it was just like a whole thing, and then. Gosh, she's the fucking worst. But I hate her.
I vaguely remember this.
And she was calling me like a two-faced bitch. And so I texted her and said, hey, girl, I don't know what's going on. I don't have anything against you. But, like, I hear that you're talking bad about me to all your coworkers. And it's coming back to me because my coworkers are friends with your coworkers. And now they're starting to believe what they're saying. And so, cut it out.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I
said,
bitch, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Everyone's saying it's you. What are you talking about?
I still remember, like, I was at work when I was having this conversation, but I still remember being in the corner being like, you fucking fuck. But I was like, bitch, you know what
You're yelling in that phone.
I was like, you know what I'm talking about? I know what you're talking about. Just cut it out.
Yeah.
And then I never heard from her again.
Wow.
And now she's getting married. I'm really happy for her.
Really?
Yeah, now she's getting married. I'm really happy for her. But her whole family's really fucking weird.
Really?
She has a twin, and usually I mean maybe this is just like stereotype, but like twins I feel like they're always like so connected. They're like I always see things like if I lost my twin.
I feel like it's always either the opposite, not the opposite, but like it's either they're really connected or they're not.
And that's how this one was. They were not connected, and they would just do anything and everything to get each other in trouble. And it was weird. I always thought it was so weird. I remember her twin. I started becoming friends with her twin a little bit, and she had a little. And so I was hitting her.
Yeah, of
and
course.
I remember at this point, me and this girl were not friends anymore. And I remember she FaceTimed me and she goes, "Are you smoking with her?" And I went, "What?"
What's it to you?
And I literally went, "What?" And she goes, "I think she has a vape. Are you smoking with her?" And I went, "What are you talking about?" I said, and I said something like, "Please don't call me again." And I hung up on her. And I done with that. Yeah, I'm smoking with her sister. But she
doesn't need to know.
Also, why are you so? I just thought it was so weird how they were just like constantly trying to get each other in trouble in school, with their parents, at work. And I was like, what? It was very weird. It was very weird, but
maybe some sort of I guess competition. I don't know.
I guess, but
who knows? I'm not a twin.
Oh my god! But you know what?
What's up?
I was the third person that because me and Kelsey, hey girl, she was friends with this other girl, and I became really close with all three of them. And then now they're still really close, and I'm the one that said.
Oh my god, you're the one that drifted.
Yeah, I didn't introduce them though. They've been friends since they were literally children.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's tight.
Yeah, so I knew I was not gonna lie.
You're like, I'm gonna be off the chopping block.
If anyone's getting chopped,
you had a good time.
If anyone's getting chopped, it's me.
Yeah.
For sure. But no, we were really close friends. I miss her. She was one of the first people that I texted when I shit on my ex-boyfriend. First of all, that one was horrible.
Oh my god,
and
I remember that.
When I pulled up to his house and all my stuff was packed, she was the first person I called, and I was like,
oh my gosh.
Gagged. I was gagged. I still remember being so gagged when I walked into his room and I saw just trash bags of my things, and I was like,
no, I imagine it being like a sinking feeling, because that's how I feel like I would feel like just my stomach, my heart sinking.
I remember he came outside, and I remember it felt weird because he always came outside because I would pull up to his parents' house and he would come outside and get me, and it was just weird. The vibe was different. And I walked in and I saw all my stuff on the floor, and I was like,
tension for sure is a real thing. Sometimes a word doesn't have to be said, and you just can feel the vibe, the energy.
They never do this ever. It's
They're just feeling snuggly today. I mean, it's a nice gloomy day. Well, should I say nice? I don't feel that nice.
It's nice for me.
I don't know. I'm not into gloomy rain, y'all. It was so sunny all of last week. I was having a good ass time.
It was so warm.
Yes,
and
I was
now,
wearing my shorts. I was like, wow, next time I'm gonna wear my mini skirt. Like I'm about to bust out my mini skirt.
And now the high is
pants.
The highest is supposed to get this next week is like 62.
Like I shaved and everything. Like my legs are all shaven.
I'm so glad I haven't narrowed yet. I'm so glad I haven't narrowed yet.
You don't have that hair to keep you warm.
Yeah, girl, I still got all my leg hair, all my ass hair. Oh, that shit needs to go. I hate having hair on my ass.
No, I get it. I just don't like the feeling of it.
Ooh,
like I know there ain't nothing going on there, but I still like.
I hate having the feeling of hair there, but also I hate feeling it grow back because it gets all prickly and it's all weird. I'm like, please.
No, that's not what bothers me. Honestly, what bothers me, I told you this with growth. With for me, hair like down there, for me, it's more like, it's not that I have hair. It's more just like the length that bothers me. Yeah. Because I usually get waxes, right? I get Brazilian waxes. For me, I usually get them like a month and a half. You know, like I'll go a full month and then like the next month, like half that month, like I have to like go get it waxed because I no longer like it. Like I don't mind when the hair's like close to the skin, but once it starts getting away, you know,
full bush.
Like long?
Full bush.
Well, I would say it's like so full.
Do you get designs?
It's just no, I get full Brazilian.
Full
I wax everything.
Get it all out.
Yeah. I never gotten designs, but it's like I would definitely say it's still full bush. It's not like long hair bush, just like I'm saying close shaven. Being close shaven.
Oh god. I mean,
but it definitely hurts once it's longer too. Because there definitely have been times where like I try to go a little farther on, but a month and a half, and it hurts more.
I can imagine. I mean,
I feel like it's a little bit of also I haven't gotten it like done like you know as recent, and then also just because it's long.
I don't know if y'all know this. Oh,
stop interrupting me.
Sorry.
But I also don't like my hair being long when I'm on my period. That's why I do a month and a half. Because I can take it for the first month, like I said, it's not too long. I'm fine with it, you know. Yeah. But then for the month and a half, I'm like, it's starting to get too long, and once my period starts, I don't like it.
Oh god, I can imagine.
I feel like it gets stuck on there, and I don't like that.
And it comes out in clumps sometimes, right?
Blood clots?
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh god, being a woman is so hard.
It is.
I praise y'all.
It really is, girl.
I
thought I was the next Virgin Mary. Like January, for some reason, my period, like, okay, sometimes my periods can be irregular, or it'll come late. But last time, because I did actually get my period last week, but I was supposed to get it the week before that, and she was a no-show for a whole week, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Was it extra heavy when you got it?
No, I feel like it was a little bit lighter.
Oh my god.
I mean, my period is usually not heavy. I wouldn't say it's a heavy period, you know? I would say it's definitely like, in the beginning, it's like a medium-ish, and then just gets lighter and lighter and lighter. But I feel like this time around, it was definitely lighter. I wouldn't even say it was like a medium.
Oh, that blood coming out. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
It stresses me out.
Girl, this is so funny to me. Like one time, I don't think it was my first time getting my period, but it was like the first few times of me getting my period. You know, it was definitely within the first year of me having my period. I think I was in 7th grade, so I was like 12.
That's when Anna 13? Got hers too, yeah.
Yeah, around there. I feel like Mariana jinxed me.
My little sister got hers at
like 6th grade. No, it was 7th grade, I think. Yeah, some people get their periods really early on.
I feel like that is so early, especially she was literally still a child.
Still in elementary school.
In elementary
That's
school.
Mari. Sorry, Mari, if I'm adding you like that.
Sorry, girl.
I mean, I know she don't care, but I remember it was like so within the first year of me gotten my period, and I remember I was taking my shower, y'all. I thought I was dying. I'm washing my my bits down there, and all of a sudden I feel something, and I start pulling. I'm like, oh my god. It's my intestines.
Oh my god.
Like, that's what my immediate first thought was. Like, I'm about to pull my intestine. Like, I'm fucking dying. And the thing is, I could feel it exiting my body. There was a blood clot, and I could feel it. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to fucking die. Literally, I'm freaking. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I'm crying in the shower there. Like, I'm actually freaking out. And then I pull it out, and I see it's a blood clot.
Oh god. I feel like such a stereotypical man, because I'm like, oh my god, that sounds horrible. But it really does sound horrible. And then like, the cramps.
It didn't hurt anything. No, cramps, okay. Maybe I am somewhat blessed in that I don't really get cramps.
Oh, fuck Eve, honestly.
When I do get...
No, fuck that bitch eating that goddamn fucking apple. You couldn't wait for a meal? Damn.
Literally.
Big and greedy. Now y'all got
skinny.
Yeah, big skinny Eve. Damn. Y'all already don't have a lot to eat back then. And now...
That's why she ate the fucking apple.
That's why she ate the apple, I guess. But God's like, okay, you can eat anything, just not that apple. And she's like...
But I want the apple.
But I really want the apple. Do you hate her? Say you hate Eve right now.
I hate Eve.
Wow. You ready to take a break?
I would love to take a break.
Girl, I looked at it. I didn't even realize how long we were filming.
I know, it's 29 minutes. I thought we were in 15 minutes, honestly. I was like, I gotta start racking up my brain.
No, I was like, oh my god, I feel like we're running. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a small little break. I kind of gotta go pee pee. So I've already seen his pee pee, and he's already seen my
No.
no.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate that bit. We'll get into her. Because I have a lot to say.
Yeah, but Ash.
I have a lot to say. No, I don't want to talk
like
about it.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't want to talk about her.
Want to talk about.
I don't want
Ash,
to give her the airtime, but like I just she's a horrible mom.
She really is.
She's a horrible
she really
mom.
Is.
She's horrible.
I think she's just a terrible person in general. Not even just a mom.
I did hear that like she like.
I heard.
I had done heard that before she got famous, she was like a good mom. And
really?
like that's what I heard. I was like before, at least from.
Girl, that woman's always telling lies. Because I heard that apparently, where people have like clocked her for like her lies, where like she's like, oh, I've always taken care of them, but like then it comes out that no, it's actually been her parents.
It was her parents. I didn't know that. All I saw was like, I saw like pictures of like.
But I don't know their life, so who knows?
I don't know their life either.
Salud.
Bless you. Anyway, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a small little break.
What? Is that she's a Latina? She only understands Spanish. Do you think she's bilingual? If I have a dog, I'd make them bilingual.
Oh yeah, teach it to sit in English, and then when you say sit in Spanish, it'll sit too.
I'm not touching your paw.
Anyway, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a small little break, and then we'll be back to.
Yeah, we'll be back. We got a few more things.
Chat some more.
We're going to take a quick break,
and we're gonna be right back.
Make sure you grab a drink.
Make sure you get a snack.
Hello everyone, we are back. We're ready to chat. We're having a good time. Maria,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. So there are some things I didn't touch on from last week. From our love episode.
You feeling love?
Yes. Y'all, I was telling you, I thought it was my time to tap back into the dating life. One of my cousins, she's a very distant cousin. Like, I've never spoken to her.
Oh, wait, that sentence sounds crazy. I was thinking about tapping into my dating life. One of my cousins.
Whoa, hold on. It's not one of your situations. But, this cousin, like we've spoken, like, 2 times on the phone. Like, hey, how are you? But, like, that's it. Probably, like, 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
But they only just now, like, really enter, like, my side of family's, like, life. But anyways, she texted me yesterday out of nowhere. But all I had gotten was a hey from a random number. And I'm like, time for me to tap back into the dating life, you know. Like, I haven't been looking for love, you know, like, or anything like that, you know. Like, I haven't been on any dating apps for, like, I would say, like, since probably last August.
Right.
No, I want to say last July, actually.
For sure.
Yeah, last July. So, you know, it's been a few months. And I was like, oh, time for me to tap in, you know, like, love's looking for me. Because all I'm getting is a hey from a random number. And I'm thinking of all these random guys I could be, you know. And then she's like, hey, it's your cousin. I'm like, okay, never mind. But,
okay.
But yeah, I really thought it was time for me to tap back in, but it was not. And I don't plan on it. I told you in October I was thinking of maybe getting back onto dating apps. But I ended up not. I'm definitely trying to focus more on myself and, like, things I'm trying to, like, work on. Before getting back into that. But anyways, one of my questions was going to be, what's an embarrassing moment you've had either from the talking stage or while on a date with someone?
That's a good question.
This one I think about constantly.
Right.
Well, not constantly, but definitely comes into my mind every once in a while. It actually happened during that period when I was still talking to guys. So, you know, the May through July period. He was so fine too. I don't know why the fuck I said this, Nathaniel. He was so fine. I actually ended up not going on a date with him, but I wish I did go on a date with him because he was that fine. And I enjoyed talking to him, honestly. But anyways, I remember we were talking about, like, I think he was telling me his nickname. I don't even remember what the nickname was, but it just sounded stinky. So, and I thought it would be funny to be like, I was a little, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. But the thing is, even when I had that thought, I was like, should I just tell him that name sounds stinky? Because he's like, I think he said something like, oh, I had this nickname. Do you know why? Or something like that. Or like.
Because you stink.
Yeah, and my mom was like, oh, I should say that. That's so funny. But I ended up not doing it. But I was like, nah, that's so funny. So I texted something along the lines, is it because you were stinky? He's like, no, it's actually like my dad's nickname and then I think even his grandpa's nickname. And I felt so bad afterwards. Because he was one of those guys that would send a voice memo, so you could hear in his tone that he was kind of like,
no,
actually.
Do you like the voice memos?
I do. Especially his voice memos. He was so fine.
I like voice memos too. With my ex-boyfriend, we used to talk in voice memo for like probably like a year of our relationship. We would talk over the good year of our relationship. We would talk over voice memo most of the time. Loved
Yeah.
it. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I like being
know.
able to
It's
hear
definitely
the
much more
voice.
in it, right? Especially because that voice can make and break it sometimes.
Oh, I know, girl. I know. I fucking hate.
Voices are attractive, honestly.
And some voices are really unattractive.
Oh yeah, I know.
Sometimes I think about that with me. I'm like, okay, they see my profile. They see what I look like. Are they expecting me to sound? Like, how are they expecting me to sound? And is it disappointing when they hear the way that I sound? Because I know, like, some guys I've seen, they're, like, so hot, and then they start talking, and I'm like... There's this one guy, we were talking, first of all, he lied on his profile. He said he was tall.
Okay, when don't they lie?
He was indeed
when
shorter
do
than
men
you.
not lie? Oh my...
Shorter.
How tall did he say he was?
I think he said that he was,
I
like,
don't know how old he
5'8",
felt.
5'9", and then he was literally shorter than you. He came to my house, and I said...
So he gave himself at least a foot, because I'm 5 feet.
I know. And I said... Excuse me?
You're like, why am I looking all the way down?
What is that? And then he tried to stay the night, and I was just not feeling it.
You were not
He
feeling
sucked.
it.
He was the... Oh, no, I've just gone on so many bad dates.
Mm-hmm.
We've also gone on so many good ones. I went on this one with this one guy, and I really thought it was going to last.
Yeah.
I really thought, like, not
Ooh,
last.
why?
Not last, but I definitely thought it was going to go...
You thought you were going to see him for a while.
I definitely thought it was going to go longer than a first date. Because, I don't know, the first date went fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got pho.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. And then he came over to my house. We watched Bride Wars.
Ooh.
I know. We did a little, if you will. And then...
Wait, the movie or the show?
The show.
That was a good show, too.
Was it Bride Wars?
The movie's so good.
I don't know. It was one of those bridal shows where they're like...
I was just about to say, I don't know if there is a show called Bride Wars. I mean, I'm doing old shows, but
It was-
none that I remember of were actually called Bride Wars. But there's this movie called Bride Wars with Anne Hathaway. Forgot the other one's name, sorry. But she's a really good actress, too.
I think it was Say Yes to the
So
Dress.
good. Oh, I
think
love
it might
Say
have
Yes
been
to
Say Yes to
Dress.
Dress.
I love their older ones, though.
It was one of those shows. And we got a little freak nasty. We had a good time. He left. He was like, I can't wait to see you again. He drove me around. He had a Tesla. He drove me
Oh,
around
you
my
told me
neighborhood
about
in his
him.
Tesla. He asked me if I wanted to drive it. I said no.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell no. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, let
Hell
me
yeah, I wanna
behind
drive
that
that.
wheel. I said no, and then he left, and he was like, I can't wait to see you again. And then he never saw me again. He
Really?
never. I tried talking to him. We texted for a little bit, and then just fizzled out. But it was a great date. He was really cute too. I was like,
Yeah?
I was like, damn.
Okay, but like, what's one of your most embarrassing moments? Talking stage or during a date?
There's definitely been like a lot of times where I've been a little, and I've said some just stupid things to people. Especially
I totally get that.
on Bumble, you can send voice notes. Girl, there have been some times where I'll be talking to guys over voice notes, and I listen back to it when I'm sober, and I'm like,
The fuck was I on?
no, literally no fucking way I said that. No
There's
fucking...
this one guy, we were actually talking for a while, a few weeks. And I remember... That's a while for me, okay? Are you kidding me?
We were talking for so long, a few weeks.
Okay, probably like a month.
Okay, yeah.
Probably like about a month, but still a few weeks. Because a month is like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was actually, because he's in the military, he was actually in Japan during the time we were talking. And I remember, I don't even know what I was saying to him, everything I was saying to him, but it was during one of the times when we had gotten drunk for, I think it was a podcast.
I remember.
It was definitely a podcast
I
episode.
remember.
I remember. I was like texting him constantly. I think I even started crying because I was like, I want to meet you. So after that, I cut shit off because I was like, no, I can't.
I remember.
He
I
was so
there.
fine too.
I was there. I remember that.
Of course you were there. It was with you. And I was just texting him, I want to see you, blah, blah. I think I said something about, like, I want to see you. Just drunk texting. And I was just so embarrassed. I was like, I can't face
I
him.
can't wait for our next drunk
can't face
episode.
Girl, me too. Now that I got a bed. Comfy bed.
Me-
Y'all, the last time I was here, I slept on the floor. I still remember that time too. Because I remember I woke up and was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Because then I'm like contemplating all about my life. It's just one of those, I'm contemplating all about my life. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here on the ground? I'm laying here. Girl, do you know that song, Vienna?
Mm-mm.
I don't know who is by. I want to say Billy Joel, but I could be wrong, honestly. But it's a song that they play in like movies all the time. You know, when the character is going through like a rough time. You know, like usually, it's also like usually when like things are about to get good. You know, the slow down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you to know the song. I know you know. No, you know the song. But anyways, it's called Vienna, and I remember listening to it on my way home. Actually, I ended up going to the park actually and journaling, listening to that song.
Like that night was just too much. It was too much.
It wasn't even the night. Just like I just woke. It was just one of those times when you just like wake up and it's just like thoughts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I was just having a bunch of thoughts about my life, and then just like me being on the ground, sleeping on the ground was just like fucking kicker.
Well, don't worry, Maria now has a
I'm
bed.
having all these terrible thoughts, and I'm like, I'm on the fucking ground right now. What am I doing with my life?
No one fear now. Maria now does have a bed. Don't you worry.
He has a nice comfy couch.
I do have a nice. It's real nice and comfy. 2 of them, and so you can stretch your whole body out. You can stretch your whole body out on that couch because it's nice and long.
No, but I'm so excited. We're gonna do some drag.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing our drag.
We're gonna get more into it too.
Yeah, we're talking about buying outfits. I'm gonna buy some more makeup specifically for. I want to buy a white for my base. I think it's gonna be so cute, so cunt. So stay tuned for that.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. March.
Yeah, stay tuned with March, girl. First week of March, and we're gonna come sleep over. Come sleep over.
Okay, but come on. What's your most embarrassing moment? Talking stage or?
That's what I'm trying to think about. That's what I've been thinking about.
Because for me, honestly, like that's like. I mean, I'm sure there definitely have been other embarrassing moments, but that one just like stuck to me. Like every once in a while, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like why did I say that?
Well,
like of all the things I could have said, like it's definitely not that bad. I feel, but it's definitely just like embarrassing enough. Where I'm like, why did I say that?
I know. Okay, this isn't like a dating or
sometimes
a talking.
I wonder actually, because he did end up watching some of our episodes, and sometimes I wonder, does he watch our podcast though?
Say his name.
If you are watching
it, say his name. Don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name. I barely remember his name. I was actually trying to remember. I do remember it. But if you're still watching, just know I was very much embarrassed by that moment. Like literally, the moment he sent me the voice, I was like, I really shouldn't have said that.
You said, damn.
No, really. It's like the thing is like it's the way I thought of it too. I was like, no, I shouldn't say it, and then I said it.
This wasn't a drunk. I mean, this wasn't a dating or a talking stage, but there have been a few times where I've gotten really drunk and called our coworkers. Mm-hmm. coworkers that I don't talk to outside of work.
Really?
I've FaceTimed them, sloppy drunk, and that is just so embarrassing. But like, see, a lot of the times I'll go down my roster of who I'm gonna call first when I'm drunk. Usually Maria's first. And usually Maria doesn't answer sometimes. Yeah. And so
I go to sleep early?
I know.
Well,
so
early, but I try to go to sleep.
I'll move on to my next roster, and then they won't answer. And so I'm like, my drunk mind's
like, who's left?
No, literally my drunk mind's like, I have to talk to someone right now. Because a lot of the time I'm feeling terrible.
I definitely get that.
And so I just start calling. One time I called one of that coworker that's going to be at the birthday party that I do not want to see.
Oh, really?
I called him at like 2 a.m. and he was like, I have to be up in like 2 hours for work. And I was like, you can't stay on the phone?
Like, how fucking dare you?
No, I was literally like, are you joking?
I'm your wake-up call.
Wake up. I go to work right now. Bitch, humiliating. Most embarrassing, I've fallen on a date.
Really?
Like, fully ate shit.
Really?
On a date. I mean, it really wasn't like eating shit, but like I definitely stumbled forward and fell on my ass.
Oh my god!
But
did they help you up at least?
Yeah, no, he was really nice. He came over, he helped me out, but I still remember like as it was happening, I was like, this can't be fucking real. This cannot be real.
I get that. If I were to fall, especially because for me when I go on dates, I mean even when I'm out and about, I like to wear my heels, and they're not like super high. You know, probably like 2 inches at most.
And I wasn't even wearing heels. Flats.
You just fell on air. I was gonna say, I know I would definitely feel embarrassed, especially if I was like on my heels. I probably would think I couldn't walk or something.
This bitch can't walk in heels.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's just so embarrassing.
But I don't know, I love wearing heels on dates.
I don't wear heels out, but I love wearing them. I love to dance in them. Bitches who say they can't walk in heels, do better. I'm just kidding.
Do better.
Do better, because it really ain't that hard. You know, I really love when like people who never wear heels put them on for the first time and they're walking around literally like a deer.
Me when I'm wearing like super high heels, like really high, you know, an actual high heel.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you,
stiletto.
Yes.
I
don't really wear like really high heels like that.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. But they're hard. Like they're like, obviously I have huge man feet, and so it's hard. That is literally the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
I have huge man feet.
I'm wondering how long it's gonna last. So he's like, I gotta go.
I have huge man feet, so we've talked about it on the pod before. It's hard for me to find heels in my size, especially. Don't say it.
I've been thinking it this whole time, like Anastasia.
I know, it's so hard for me.
That's why I've been smiling to myself.
It's so hard for me
What's going on, Anastasia?
It's hard for me to find heels in my size, so a lot of times they'll be like a size too small. Especially for the longest time, I was wearing heels that were like a size too small. Bitch, my feet hurt so bad. Luckily, the ones that I have now, they're my size.
They feel like glove.
Yeah, they feel like they slide right on. If anything, they might be a little loose from how long I've had them. Wow. But it's just so hard for me to find shoes like that. And I really want to find like a real nice like.
I mean, I'm sure you can.
I know there's like stripper shoes that like go up to like really big sizes, but like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I know like I can buy like a $40 shoe. I know there's like for the $40 go-go pumps that I could buy, and they're like a nice length. I want huge heels so bad. I want to dance in them. I want to feel that
You
fantasy.
you didn't invest in that.
I want to feel that fantasy. And also, you know what else I've been doing? This is so stupid.
What?
This is so stupid, but I think it helps me work out better.
No, like wearing heels while working out?
That
I definitely think so.
I have my old job. We had aprons, and I'm like, I don't have a corset, so bitch, I put that apron on, tie it as tight as I can get it, and I dance around my living room, bitch. I'm in my living room,
barely breathing.
barely. I can barely even. Is this your hand? Oh, that was your part. I thought that was your hand. Barely able to breathe because it's so tight. But I just feel like it's helping me. I don't know, girl. Last night
I feel like it's doing something. I get what you mean.
Last night I was working out. You
can try stomach vacuums. I know I tried to tell you a little bit about it when we were making TikTok.
Are you calling me huge right now?
No, I just definitely feel doing stomach vacuums. Doing stomach vacuums generally does help. I know some people like are very like on what's it called?
Defense?
On defense on stomach vacuums. Like some people say it helps, other people say it doesn't. I don't feel like it does. Especially when if you're doing it right, if you're looking in a mirror, you can definitely see your waist going in.
Yeah.
As like you're like doing it. And the times where I've like actually stayed consistent with working out and I do them, I definitely notice a difference. Always I feel like I'm seeing a difference in my waist.
I need to start doing them. You need to
start doing them, and you gotta do them the right way too. Like, because I definitely for a while I wasn't doing them right, but like with practice and all that, I did start doing them right.
I was for a minute.
I didn't even need to work out, just like walking around doing it.
For a minute there, I was thinking about buying a scale.
No, scales are very iffy. I mean, I do own a scale. But I don't weigh myself constantly.
I was thinking about buying a scale. See, that's the problem.
Also, do have my time.
I'm afraid that I'm going to start doing it.
I definitely do have my times where I do weigh myself constantly. But like, I definitely think I'm in a better place with my weight and my, or just like my inventory in general. Honestly,
you know what I hated? Oh my god, you might agree with this. In gym class, when they would do the height and weight, and then they would say it out loud. Every single time I'd be like, please don't say my weight.
Yo, I still remember the first time I even felt that feeling. First grade. I still remember first grade. I still remember being like so nervous. I was so nervous. I don't even know what it was for. I think it was for, like to do some more sort of math question, because everyone got weighed, and then we went back to our seats to like do some sort of math question with our weight. I don't remember what it was, but like we didn't have to do all that. But I remember being so nervous, and I was in the back of the line, like I wasn't like the last one, but I was only like somewhere in the back, and I was still nervous. I was paying attention to everyone's weight because she's yelling it out.
That's crazy.
I was like paying attention. I was like, because like I can't be lower and I can't be no, I could be lower, but I was just like I just can't be higher. Yeah. Was my thought at that time. I was like I just can't be higher. Like I was so nervous, and I'm being around like what everyone else was.
It was like
it was scary.
It was like a sinking feeling when those gym teachers would be like, okay, step on the scale, and I'd be like, please, I don't want to step on the scale. I don't want to step on the scale, and then they'd always be like, my years in middle school, they would never ask if I wanted to hear the weight or not. And they would just shout it out. But luckily in high school, my teachers were like, okay, do you want me to say it? Like, do you want to know it? Or do you want me to just write it down? Which, like, why didn't you know all that information anyway? But, like...
Honestly, I'm trying to remember. In middle school, I don't remember if they would yell it out or not. Oh, God, but high school, I mean, at least in my high school, it was only mandatory to take gym for 1 year.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I literally just choked on air.
I got scared.
I only did
and
PE.
Even then, I don't remember them yelling it out.
I only did PE my freshman year, but my gym teacher at least asked me if I wanted her to tell me the weight. But no, not in middle school, bitch. They would be like, 600 pounds? Oh Obviously, I wasn't. That's what I heard. But that's what I felt. But it was horrible.
Yeah, I get that.
I fucking hated gym class.
Honestly, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the games.
I did gym in my freshman year. I did it with Anna, and you would get points for dressing out and then points for participation. And so me and Anna would we would get points for participation even if we just like walked around the gym. We didn't do any of the like. And so me and Anna would either just walk around the gym or we would honestly just like sit in the corner. And then someone stole my clothes, so I stopped dressing out in gym. And so bitch, but I still passed gym with like an 80 something. That's not the point. But me and Anna would just sit in the corner. Sometimes we would just be on our phone. We would pull up each other's Twitter and go through it, which is crazy work.
Girl, I loved it. I would always participate. I loved it.
I like volleyball.
Sometimes we'd walk around, but I love playing like badminton, volleyball, like you said.
I did like the volleyball.
I remember like at least the one I'm remembering the most is the year I did it in high school. I was always playing badminton with my friends.
Badminton? We didn't have
And
that as an
volleyball.
option. We had volleyball, yeah.
Girl, I remember we had stands in the gym, and every time my gym teacher would be like, make sure y'all don't make it go up on the stands. And every time we made it go up on the stands. But I thought it was so funny. Every time he'd give it to us, he'd say it. And there was some time we'd go up there.
Don't.
But I mean, it was usually me, too.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I was gonna say, what's something you love doing on dates? I love grabbing guys by their arm. Instead of grabbing your date, or just a guy, honestly, by their arm, it's just like, I love it.
What did you feel just now?
Muscle. Pure muscle.
Okay, I we've gone through my tricks before, but
I
I'll
just
go
feel
through them
so,
again. One of my favorite things, especially where like it's a movie first date, whispering in their ear, that breath on their ear.
Like, you like doing it to them, or you like them
I like doing it to them. I'll be like, this.
I like when they lean in, for sure.
Well, you know it's so embarrassing.
I hate when some motherfuckers are rough, though. There's this one dude I went on a date with, and I think he was trying to be, like, cute and everything, but he, like, roughly did this to me, putting his arm, but I mean roughly, and I'm like, damn, motherfucker.
And you're so small and petite, you almost
No,
went
literally,
flying.
no, he literally, when I thought he went rough like that, pulling me in, I was like, oh. He was like, oh, you didn't like that? I'm like, I just don't like how you did it so roughly. Because if he did it more smoothly, like, you know, then brought me in, it'd been nice. But going, that was like,
Have you ever?
like, how do you expect not to react like that?
Have you ever experienced when they're
Manhandling me like that? Like, what the fuck am I, a ragdoll? Like, imagine someone does that to you.
Have you
Calm
ever
down.
experienced where like it's obvious that they want to kiss you, and you were just like,
Not into it?
Like,
girl,
what-
that was the thing with the guy that I told you I smoked with. I still remember. We were watching a show, because this was towards the end of the day. We were just watching a show smoking at this point. At this point, I really didn't even think of this as a date when he wasn't talking. Especially in this moment. I really was like, this is not a date. Like, it's a hangout. It's a hangout for sure. But, I remember, we're smoking, and we're watching the show. And I could see him in my corner of my fucking eye. He's watching me.
that's
And
what they do. That's what they do.
No, I was like, he wants to kiss me. Like, I already know he wants to kiss me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna look away.
Yeah, exactly.
Girl, I
That's what you do.
was so invested. I'm not even paying attention to what's going on in the show. I'm just like, oh my god, he wants to kiss me. He's gonna try and kiss me. He's gonna kiss me. He's gonna lean in. Like, I better not look. And he's just intensely looking at me. He didn't end up kissing me or anything, but I was like, I gotta make sure I keep distance.
I've been on a few dates where we've gone to the movies, and I'll see them like looking at me and leaning closer, and I'll be like,
Please don't kiss me.
please. But like they want to kiss me. But like they want to.
It's like, I know you want to, but like, Senator, please.
But
don't.
I was saying, okay, I love.
I wouldn't say dress up a lot. Like, I'm saying it's like very like shopping it, but I definitely put in more work.
Oh yeah, I
That's what I'm trying to
love.
say.
That's what I love about first dates is that like it's like the best version of myself. Not like the best. You know what I mean? Like I look like the
you
best.
definitely put more attention to the appearance, the look.
Mm-hmm. I wonder. I haven't gone on a first date since I've made the aesthetic pink. I wonder if I'll wear pink on these next dates that I go on, or if I'll just like.
I feel so. I mean, most of your wardrobe is pink.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be avoidable.
Also, I really like the way I look in black.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I do. And when I was thinking about my pink aesthetic, I'm glad I chose. Well, obviously pink's my favorite color, but I feel like pink goes really well with both light colors and dark colors.
It does.
So I get a little bit of everything. Like I feel like I look really good right now with this black. But I was looking at myself in the mirror earlier, and I was like, damn.
You look so good.
I look really good right now.
You do. Don't play on yourself, Nathaniel. You look so good.
This episode has literally
It's been flying by.
flown by.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to end it?
Yeah, I think we're ready to end it.
All right. Well, I do want to do a little tidbit too. I was gonna say, guys, make sure y'all tune into our YouTube videos because soon, speaking about love, I'm gonna be helping out Nathaniel with his dating app.
Yes, yes.
I don't want to get back on them, so I'm gonna help him out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live through you.
Oh.
Like, what if I know you said like you're not gonna find your forever, but like, what if I find you forever?
Oh my god, do you want to go through my grinder too?
I kind of be jealous.
You can't go through my
I
grinder.
kind of be jealous, honestly. If I find your forever and I don't find my forever, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
I don't want
like
to find
happy
my
for you, but I don't find my forever.
I don't want to find my forever. Plus,
But what do you do?
All the gay men in this area, but you're gonna be scrolling through some of these apps. Nasty, ugly. Obviously, I'm gonna blur their faces for
No, duh. Like you
but,
don't want to
like,
like show their face.
A lot of them
But
are
I'm just saying, like,
nasty.
I know I'm saying forever, but I'm just like, what if I found like at least like your next boyfriend? That's what I mean. I mean, I'm not like specifically saying like your actual forever, but it's like your next boyfriend.
You know what I keep saying?
I'm like,
I keep being like,
well, I kind of feel like I could.
I keep being like, oh my god, I want to be single for when we go on our trips to New York, and now we just like keep going. Where I'm like, I gotta have a boyfriend for one of these trips at some point. I'm gonna have one because we just keep going. We just keep going. But I just
We
like
go so frequently.
I like
we're
the
just natives at this point.
we're
we're locals.
we're literally so local to New York.
I feel like a local when I'm watching I know I'm not local, but I definitely feel it like sometimes I'm like watching TikToks and I'm like, oh,
And
I
you're
was
like,
on that
I was
train.
there. You're like,
Like I was on that train. I was on that subway. Like
Oh my, no, when I see, oh my god, the subway, like, I'm kind of scared of the subway now after everything I've been seeing. It's kind of scary.
no, it's definitely. I mean, I definitely have always felt like the times we've gone, like especially the first time, like definitely felt a little like because you never hear good stuff about the subway. You know, there's definitely a lot of bad experiences, but
Especially
definitely
last time.
yeah, especially with what's been happening a lot recently, it's definitely gotten crazy. Some people have said that it's gotten crazier than it used to be.
But hopefully we get to go again soon.
But I feel like we're also very much aware.
Yeah, especially you, bitch. I do my best to be as small as possible when we're in the subways. Try not to. I
What
don't
do you
want.
mean me? I don't feel like I do anything much.
No, you're
I know
you're
you
just like
will
always looking around.
No, I'm looking around.
I
No,
feel like
I'm looking
I-
around. Especially with the stories I'm hearing, like I'm looking around. Now listen, am I gonna stay staring too long? Maybe not, because I've always, I mean,
You never stay
especially
too long.
especially if someone that's already like a little, like I'm gonna probably keep an eye on them from my peripheral, but I'm not gonna be like.
Yeah.
Especially- But that one guy that really irritated me, the one that argued with the older guys, I definitely watched him. Because what the fuck is he gonna say to me?
I
mean, he could say something to me.
He could have.
But
but
I want to see, especially when I tell you, when he was looking through his book bag, I was like, I gotta see. Which I guess is still kind of unsafe because, like, he's looking through his book bag and I'm still sticking around. If anything, I went in a little deeper. Well, not that much deeper, but, because we were already next to the stairs anyways when this was all going on.
Yeah.
And I was the one closest to the stairs. Something was right next to me, but I'm, like, the one right there with the stairs.
So you would have been alive.
I would have gone on that first step. I mean, you weren't far behind me. We were, like, right there next,
I know.
But, I mean, I did move around Nathaniel because I think it's so weird that you didn't look. I was like, I need to see what he's gonna pull out of that backpack.
Bitch, I hear arguing. I'm like, this is not my business.
Now your business. See, it's not my business, but I want to see, especially because like I feel like I always like go back and forth like when should I intervene, when should I not. But it's like I kind of want to intervene, but I also like was like I don't know if I should, with like.
Did you spit on me?
Huh? I wasn't even looking at you.
That when he said.
Oh, he said that.
Did you spit on me, the guy?
No, literally has a full on mask. Like, huh? But anyways, I moved on. I moved to the right side of you to see what he's doing. So a little bit far away from the stairs. So I guess still kind of unsafe. But like I don't know. It's like I want to see what he's pulling out.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I want to see what he's gonna pull out his fucking backpack.
Bitch, oh my! If you want to pull out
A gun.
a pew pew, bitch, that's scary.
That's what. Honestly, what I thought he was gonna pull out. I was like, he's gonna pull it out. He's gonna fucking pull it out.
Now the question is, if you saw the pew pew, would you
I'm
have tried
running.
to help the old man, or would you?
No,
have
I'm running.
Yeah, exactly.
What am I gonna do? Me against a gun? What am I gonna do?
You're right. We're gone.
Ariana Grande, a gun? That's what I just sounded like. A gun?
A gun?
The fuck am I gonna do against a gun? Like, girl, I'm running. I mean, even when he didn't have a weapon, I was still like on the fence. Cause like, again, what if he tries to fight me? Me? Fight?
I know.
I'm not a fighter. I'm not gonna win. He's gonna push me into the fucking train tracks.
I really miss New York. I do.
No, I miss New York
I
too.
do so much. Did you know the train tracks are like they have electricity?
We've had this conversation before. You didn't know that. And
I
told you,
didn't. Yeah, I didn't know. So I guess that's. I was trying to remember where I learned it from. But I was so shocked that they have electricity. I thought like if you get pushed down there, like you could maybe make it up in time before a train comes. No, you're gonna.
I saw this one. This is a somewhat recent story that happened. This guy, he got pushed. He got pushed into the train tracks.
Right?
He did survive. He was telling the story about like how it all happened, and he said once he was there on the ground, he's like, he thought to himself, I can't move. Like I can't move because if you move, then like you can electrocute yourself. So he's like, I'm not gonna move it. That's so scary.
And
that's terrifying.
But honestly,
his survival instincts definitely kicked in. Because I think I would have moved.
I think I would have panicked.
I didn't know that part. Like if I moved, I mean, I guess like. Obviously, like, if you move, I could probably touch it, but I was like, in my mind, I think I still would have moved.
Mm-hmm.
I think I definitely would have moved.
Yeah, I think I probably
now
would
I know,
have
don't
too.
move.
Yeah, don't move. Mama, don't move. Every time we went and we would, like, start, like some of the subway stations, like, there's, like, a small walking area that, like,
I always got so nervous in those areas.
I was always so scared.
I usually wouldn't walk if someone else was coming, but I remember there was one point where I did start walking, and another guy started walking. And you were right behind me, and I got nervous. I was like, "Oh my god, what if he fucking pushes me in?" Like, I wouldn't walk if I saw someone else coming.
Yeah, I
don't fucking trust bitches.
I don't trust
no people.
Bitch.
But when that started happening, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was definitely like nervous when I was walking by that guy. Like he seemed fine, but like you never know.
I would really.
Seeming fine doesn't do shit, honestly. Judge a book by the cover.
Yeah, always.
Bitch, I'm judging.
I'm always judging the book by the cover. I don't care.
No, actually, it's correct. Don't judge a book by its cover. Because, so just someone looks put together doesn't mean they're actually
Doesn't mean they're not
put together.
crazy.
So, I changed my words. don't judge a book by its cover because it
I'm
can still be
judging-
crazy.
I'm always judging books by their cover. I
Well,
don't
no,
care.
also that too.
Yeah,
But like I'm saying, don't judge
yeah,
a book
but
by
also
its cover.
don't
Because the guy
judge
he
their-
did. I mean, where I'm remembering it from, the guy that I walked by, he didn't look like he was like on crack or some shit. He seemed a-okay, but don't trust bitches.
Never. Never trust a bit. I really want.
So both things actually do apply.
I really want to experience what 420 is like there.
I know. Yeah. If we're actually gonna do, we need to start doing.
I know, we
start
really
making
gotta like
moves.
talk about it.
I'm telling you, it doesn't take much to convince me.
I know. It's like I just love New York.
Girl, me too.
I know.
And it won't be cold.
I know. Yeah.
And we haven't
go-
experienced it during the spring. So.
We have not
We
experienced
experience
it
every season.
And imagine what it'd be like to experience 420 in Washington Square Park.
That's what I'm saying, girl. I've seen clips of past 420s, and I love it. I saw one not recently. I think it was last year or the year prior. This person, they documented like each hour of the day of 420, and I loved it. You saw how much smokier and smokier it got, and just how bigger the crowd was.
Girl,
and I would love to be in it. It's like a big hot box.
Girl,
in a
I'm
way.
about to say, girl, the way that we'd like not gonna have
Like
to bring
smoke.
any weed. We're just gonna go in there,
Just breathe.
bring our
No, I mean,
nose.
I'm definitely bringing.
Oh yeah, so I mean,
Duh,
don't play.
duh.
But like that one guy when we were in Washington Square Park, he walked up to
Oh,
me
just
and
imagine
Maria.
the vibes there. You
I
know,
know.
it was great.
This one
That'd be a
guy,
good time to like meet people too.
this one guy walked up to me and Maria, and I assumed that he assumed that we were under 21 because he walks up to me. He goes, "Do you want some blunts?" And I said,
$5.
"What?" He goes, $5. Do you want a blunt? And he pulled them out, and I said, "No, I've got some. Don't worry about it." I was like, I got my own. Don't worry about it. He goes, "Oh, okay." And then walked away. But I was like,
We went to the other youngins.
and Maria was over here being like, "We look like the old people here," but then we're over
But
here.
we're definitely I mean, I definitely felt like we looked obviously like older. Because I mean, I could look at them and I'm like, yes, they're like either 18 or
Damn,
19.
how did I look? When I
But
went
they
there
look like
alone?
youngins.
How did I look when I went there alone? That one day when I went there alone, I was just sitting out there smoking. Like, what did I look
I
like?
mean, there were definitely older people, but like in the area we were at, it's like where everyone was skating. The
Do
guys
you-
were skating.
Do you remember?
No, the ladies. I will never forget. I still wonder what went through that woman's mind, especially with the fact that she was with her husband. It's the way he went around. And she said, "I'm going in the pit," and just walked through it. And I love how some of the scary guys just like watched her.
I could. There were like, how many skaters would you say were in there at that point? Like 4,
6?
5, 6? Yeah. There were a few skaters in there, and this woman just walks walks over the stairs because there's like a little bump that you
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get through. Walks
she
over
went
the
through more
stairs.
work doing all that.
And I was like,
They're
what?
just going
are you
around.
doing? And the skaters.
No, yeah, I mean, she didn't go through the middle. That would have been even more bold.
That
If
would-
she went through the middle, she definitely would have gotten hit or something.
Oh my god!
That'd be so
I will
bold.
start recording. I will
She-
grab that and film.
She didn't go through the middle, but she went sort of kind of through the side, but still were like everyone's skating.
Well, everyone's literally-
and they just kind of looked at her, the ones that were there, like.
Do you know how fun it would be to learn how to skate and go there though?
I know. I mean, I used to skate when I was a kid.
Like that?
No. Girl, I really thought though. I was trying to do tricks.
I feel like, ooh, do you think
I
it'd
wouldn't
be
say I
fun to
was
do like
best.
roller skating there? I feel like I'd not get roller skating
Ooh.
either.
I used to roller skate, but I don't know. I haven't roller skated forever. I think the last time I did was probably in like high school.
Mhm,
And even then, it's probably like freshman year, sophomore year.
Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Make sure you follow us.
Yeah, and make sure you follow us everywhere. You know where it's at.
Ooh.
You got.
His breath stank.
I know, girl.
Oh
when
my
he
God.
licks himself towards you, it's like a fade.
Like, oh my god, Suki's.
Well, anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on
Answer
the
the
notification bell.
question.
Answer the question.
No one
God
answers our
damn.
question.
I know, like goddamn. Let's go. But anyway, we
Have
have
a
to go.
combo.
Yeah, let's chat. But anyway, we gotta go. So, goodbye, girls.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.